Well, hello everyone. I'm back, and thank you for joining me for my second part of my review of Godzilla King of the Monsters. Today I will be talking about the human element within the overall storyline. So, without further ado, let's begin. The story for the humans in this movie was a lot stronger than the original 2014 storyline because I feel that the humans were more involved, I guess, because uh, the main character and her family, they were affected by what happened in 2014. Godzilla's battle with the Mutos took uh took the life of their eldest son Andrew, and the mother and the main character Madison were kind of scorned by that, while the father just he was like upset as well, but that death split their family. And another interesting detail that's kind of revealed right after that is that they're a Monarch family. The mom and the dad worked for Monarch, and after what happened in 2014, he leaves the organization and kind of goes into retirement, I guess, while the mom stays with Madison, and they kind of monitor Mothra through the beginning of the movie. And how they're more involved is that the mother has created a device called the Orca, and it's kind of like this laptop box thing, but it produces frequencies that the monsters react to. So there's one called the alpha frequency, and there's a scene where Mothra hatches from her egg into her larval stage, and she starts kind of freaking out and attacking people. And the mother plays this frequency, and it calms Mothra down. Then here's where the interesting uh, kind of twist happens. Since 2014, there has been the creation of a alternate organization that is against Monarch, I guess. So let me just clarify. There are like the human governments that really are against Monarch. They want to kill all the monsters and, Godzilla. There's Monarch who wants to protect all the monsters and just kind of leave them as they are. And then there's this third unnamed group that wants to release all the monsters and just kind of watch the world burn, I guess. This third group is led by the guy who played Tywin Lannister, and their reasoning was that from the events of 2014, Las Vegas and San Francisco were abandoned cities, and the radiation produced by the monsters kind of gave birth to new life. And so those abandoned cities are now like luscious forests, and they're kind of overrun with vegetation. And so that's kind of like their reasoning. They want all of the monsters to wake up and kind of wipe out everything so that new life can blossom. And that's their reasoning. Well, I've said that like fucking 4 times. I'm checking shit off as I go. I got my handy dandy scripty here. Uh, Give me a second. And yeah, these whole evil humans, they're kind of like the main conflict of the movie. They are they're the ones who go and wake up King Ghidorah from the ice. They're the ones who sabotage all this shit with the monarch, and they're kind of fucking with their systems and shit. But another big twist, the mom, Madison's mom, had conspired with them. So she was like a mole in Monarch's ranks. So she knew where all the monsters are. She basically made this alpha frequency just so that they could release all the monsters. And Tywin Lannister was like, even in the movie where shit doesn't go as they planned, when they released King Ghidorah, they thought that they were just gonna like release the monsters one by one. But after they released Ghidorah, and Godzilla is presumed dead, which I'll talk about that more in part two of my video, or part three of my video. Ghidorah kind of takes control of all the other monsters, and yeah, he's their king, he's their alpha. He earns his title of King Ghidorah, and the mom's kind of like, this is not what we planned, and Tywin Lannister just like, well, shit, lady, this was your idea. Let me clarify. He says it was her idea. So ever since 2014, she's kind of been planning this kind of revenge plan, I guess. That's pretty fucking stupid. Because since 2014, everything was just kind of going good. Godzilla was chilling at the bottom of the ocean, just swimming around. All the other Titans were chilling. And then, yeah, she goes around and she starts fucking around and wakes up Ghidorah, and that's when all shit goes awry. So, yeah, that whole conflict right there of her being the mole, that causes further complications. Because after she's kind of learned the error of her ways, she tries to make amends. But the Monarch is kind of like, no, 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 no. Our trust in you is very, very low. And her husband, which Monarch brought her husband on board because he knows about the technology she made. Her husband is like, hey, this is not going to bring our dead son back. So you just need to quit your bullshit, basically. That's what he says. But she was like, it's too late. The only thing that could really save us now is Godzilla. But again, he is presumed dead at that point. And so Go for Broke resurrection mission starts, and yeah, Dr. Serizawa and a team go on a submarine, while all the other Monarch agencies and like fighters and shit, they kind of are like, we'll distract Ghidorah while you guys go revive Godzilla, and that's what they do. And it's kind of funny because they're like, oh yeah, we'll distract him, go. And then as the submarine goes off underwater, they're just kind of flying to King Ghidorah's thunderstorm, and they're like, fuck. But yeah, this whole little box, this Orca box, is kind of like a main key plot point because it produces frequencies that the monsters understand and recognize. So in the final climax of the movie, the mother takes the Orca box and she drives it towards the city to drive Ghidorah away from an injured Godzilla. And it gives Godzilla time to get up and like activate his burning Godzilla form, which he uses to just annihilate like everything around him, including Ghidorah. Which again, I'm going to be talking about that more in part 3 of my Godzilla King of the Monsters review. So, yeah, that was kind of the human storyline of the movie. I kind of skimmed over some stuff. There are some deaths. The only people from Godzilla 2014 that come back are the Monarch scientists like Dr. Serizawa, his female companion, which I can't remember her name right off the top of my head, but they both pass away, sadly. The female doctor, Ghidorah, actually eats her, which was came out of nowhere. And then Dr. Serizawa, he dies resurrecting Godzilla. So yeah, those two were like the only real characters that came back, besides the Admiral from the first Godzilla. He comes back, but I'll talk about that more in part 3 because it has to deal with something monster related that caught me way off guard. So yeah, guys, that was really a human storyline, and the reason why I say it was stronger than the one in 2014 is because it's more I want to say it's more complex than it was all those years ago. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow because the movie comes out Thursday, and I'm gonna try to get these all done by tomorrow. So uh, closing time. Have fun. Be safe. Watch Godzilla King of the Monsters. Yeah, watch it. I don't know what else to tell you. Watch the movie. Watch it now. Goodbye and good night.